Now, one thing you might have noticed before is that if we send a request to a route which doesn't exist, for example, API/nothing, I get an error here, right? And I get this kind of error. Now that's okay, but we might want to handle this default route not found error. And for that, back in app.js, we can register a new middleware, not a error handling middleware like this, but a normal middleware handling all requests, no matter which verb we used, that comes after our routes. The idea is that this only runs, this middleware, which we register here, only runs if we didn't send a response in one of our routes before. Because if we do send a response, we don't call next, right? We just send a response, and therefore no other middleware after this one will be reached. So put in our words, this middleware is only reached if we have some request which didn't get a response before. And that can only be a request which we don't want to handle. So here I can then add my middleware, and in here I now want to return a 404 error. And I want to utilize my default error handler for that, and I'll simply import the HTTP error class we created earlier from the models folder, HTTP-error, and create such a new HTTP error here by calling new HTTP error. The messages could not find this route, and the code is 404, of course. And then we can throw it or call next. Here I will throw it because it's synchronous, so nothing speaks against throwing it. And that will then reach our default error handler to send us back a nice response. So if we now save that and then try this again, we now get our own response with a 404 status code, as you see here, and also with our own body. And that's just a little improvement which I wanted to add here so that we have proper error handling for unsupported routes as well.